Hi, I'm Kathryn Delaney. Thank you for joining me. This is your daily tarot reading for October 10th, 2020. So the first card that we got for today is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a cardinal fire energy. So that energy in our zodiac system is traditionally associated with Aries. And the Aries energy of like motivating impulses and fire and creative projects. So this is a creative willfulness that we feel today to start something new and to do something new. When we look at what's going on right now astrologically, Mars is in Aries and it's in retrograde, and Mars is, basically governs Aries energy. It's that fiery, aggressive energy that is like the base energy of Aries. And it's interesting because Mars right now is in retrograde and it's in a square relationship to Saturn, which is not in retrograde, and also it's in a square relationship to Jupiter, which is also in retrograde. Both Saturn and Jupiter are in Capricorn, so Capricorn and Aries are in a 90-degree relationship, hence the square relationship. So when we think about, I guess the way that I want to put this into perspective is if you have this overwhelming, overbearing, controlling energy, authority energy, which is, you have Saturn, which is the authority energy, and you have Jupiter, which is, big, and you get those two together. And Saturn is able to, kind of be more pushy. And so it becomes this like big, overwhelming, like a burdening energy. Like, if you consider like, if you were a kid and you had a stepfather or step-parent or even a parent or someone who is in an authority position telling you what you can and cannot do. And Aries is, it being the first sign of the zodiac system, is our self. It's where our self gets developed from like the little self to the big S self. And so we have this energy of Mars, which is really trying to like fire up who we are and what we want to do in the world. And it's in this square relationship with authority. So it's interesting that we have that coming up in this reading today. And the reason why is because the second card that we have for the day is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a long question. It's like having the clarity of an idea, but having it influenced by these other thoughts that are kind of getting in the way of the clarity itself, because there's so many influences that are kind of making us think things over, and yet despite that there's still something that is growing and that we're putting energy to. So it's asking us and reminding us, where are we putting our attention, and are we putting it towards possibility or are we putting it towards limitation? Because I assure you there is more possibility out there in the world than you do realize right now. The third card that we have for today is the Two of Wands. And so the Two of Wands is all about the, the person who wants to go out in the world and has an idea of what they want to do in the world, but they still have this responsibility that is there behind them, that they're still attached to. So it's a message of taking care of things before you move forward. So if you consider, if you have something that you really want to do, right? If you want to go on a vacation or go on a journey, right? Like literally like go out and see the world. This card has a sense of dominion to it. Like you have this idea, you have this new initiating like seed that's like sprouted that you want to do, and you're considering what's in the way of it and how that's actually possible and the limitations to it and all of those things. And yet there's still this call of the wild. There's still this yearning that wants you to go out and do something and explore something and have some kind of experience. And yet there's other things that need to be taken care of. So in order for us to be present with the experience that we are moving toward and that we see ourselves being called to, we really have to take care of the matters that are at hand first so that we can be truly present with where we are going. So that is the message of today. If you feel a call of the wild, you know, if you feel an impetus, like an initiating force, and you know that there's some desire to go out and explore new things or new territory or do something new, and you have a lot of thoughts that are in the way, that are kind of combating and maybe even like forcing some kind of stagnancy, consider that it's time to take care of the things that could be, you know, responsibilities and conversations and matters that need to be taken care of so that you have that true sense of freedom when you go out into that new adventure. So that is the reading for today. If you'd like to know more about what's going on astrologically right now, I did put up a video yesterday, which was like an astrological snapshot for the weekend. We have a cardinal square happening today, which means that we have planets that are in all of the cardinal signs. They're in Aries, which is Mars, Cancer, which is the moon. We have them in Libra, which is the sun, and then we also have 3 planets grouped together up in Capricorn: Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn. So we have that intense energy going on today. We also have an opposition happening between Uranus and Mercury, so there's a lot of like surprise conversations that could come through and shift a lot of how we see things, new information coming in unexpectedly, all kinds of stuff. We're also getting ready to do a Mercury retrograde here in a few days. So if there's you know, things that need to be taken care of, now is the time to take care of them to get clarity. Otherwise you might be spending more time to get clarity after the 14th. And consider that there could be a lot of random conversations and information coming in through, you know, email and phone and all of these different ways that we communicate with each other because of that relationship between Uranus and Mercury. So that is your reading for today and your snapshot today. I hope you have a blessed day and stay well. See you soon.